little closer to the stairs.
Right there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, is that? I love when the football team runs out. I just love when the football team runs out. Yeah, I love that part.
Here come the Razorbacks. Arkansas High has won the toss. All right, Razorback fans, are you ready?
Another former alumni of Arkansas High. What's up? We're getting ready to do this thing. We are. Dane and I had a quick little get-together with some classmates. And the kickoff was gone over to Cameron Holloway as he goes right up the gut, and he is brought down at the 40-yard line by the kicker, Caleb Villainous. The Razorbacks will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. And so y'all have to excuse us a little bit on the Rams trying to get their roster and names out there. They're in alphabetical order, and for those of you who know, there's not an alphabetical order on the football field. So our numbers are kind of all over the place. So it may take us just a little bit of starting of the game to kind of get familiarized with which players are which. But we will get it and we'll figure it out. So Razorbacks heading onto the field. They're going to their traditional shotgun formation as Nate Wall takes the first snap, throws over to Tilly Wells, who gets on the outside. Pushed out of bounds. And that's going to be a 7-yard gain on the carry as they are now at their own 47-yard line. Tilly Wells will go in motion across the field. Quick throw over to Wells and incomplete, in and out of his hands. 3rd and 3 for the Razorbacks.
And that's a relatively easy pass there, Matt, that, Tilly would like to have back, moving the chains, next set of downs to keep the ball moving.
But speaking with Coach Outlaw yesterday, Matt, just to tell you, kind of spill the beans on the secret, if you will, they're going to line up Lakeside, that is, like Magnolia, with a lot of room on the secondary. So opportunity for the little bubble screens and tunnel screens for 3, 5, 7 chunks of yards at a time.
So Nate Wall with a hard count draws the Rams off sides, and that's going to give them enough for a Razorback first down as they are now in Ram territory at the 48-yard line of Lakeside. 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to number 14, Tony Noble as he goes up the right side and is going to get a 4-yard gain on the carry.
Landon Matthews and several other Rams pick up about 4 on the play.
Receivers
Flag on the play. Ball starts the call against the Razorbacks. Flag on the play. Offside the call against the Rams.
Takes a snap, looking over the corner of the flags, and he is leveled in the backfield. And the ball is loose, but it's going to be recovered by number 52, Shallow Young. They walked to the shot for number 6.
Shallow Young falls on the ball.
As he was looking over towards Braggs.
Pick up 3rd and long, Razorbacks from their own 43.
Hang on to the ball. We're going to spot us back to double 19. Great play by Shallow Young. He saw the Lakeside defensive player go to grab the ball, and Shallow actually pushed him through. Passes in the middle of the field to Kelly Wells, but he makes the catch. And Woods a couple of tackles.
Kelly Wells on the reception. Tackle made by Landon Matthews.
It's a good chunk of change he got back there on that pass completion.
That'll bring up 4th down Razorbacks.
That'll be 4th and 6, 4th and 5.
They trying to hard count again, see if he can get it successful on 2 attempts. Thus far.
Flag on the play. Ball start the call against the Razorbacks. After the penalty, it'll be 4th and 10 Razorbacks from the Rams' 48-yard line. That punt will be touched dead near the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Rams.
Yeah, just happened to look down there and saw Joe overlooking the coach outline and they told him to say big kicking motion. Ball drops back a couple yards and heads it away. So that drive lasts all of a minute 52 seconds, and the Razorbacks get 8 plays in before the punt. They march just 17 total yards between penalties and moving the ball. So after a rough start, but let's see what this very, very well-known great reputation of defense can do for the open quarter of the line. Defense has been very, very strong for the Razorbacks this far. With the exception of last week, first half they were very, very in tune. And then the second half they just kind of seemed to fall apart. That's when the game they kind of took away in the second half.
Grady Oman on the carry. A host of Razorbacks bring him down. It is a loss of almost 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down Rams from their own 11. Official timeout. Flag on the play. Offsides the call against the Razorbacks. Quarterback's pass is complete. Camilo's pass is complete. For a first down for the Rams. Running back brought down 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11 Rams for their own 44. Camilo's pass attempt to number 84 is too tall. Malik Dangerfield on the coverage for the Razorbacks. They'll bring up 3rd and 11 Rams for their own 44. That pass is complete for a first down. Tackle made by Malik Dangerfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. From the Razorback 43-yard line. Is complete for a Ram first down. 1st and goal, the Razorback 7. Lee Smith on the tackle for the Razorbacks. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 4. Cameron Holloway and others bring down the runner for a gain to the 1 yard line. That's where it'll be 3rd and goal, Rams. Ram running back is in the end zone for a touchdown. Flag on the play. False start to call against the Rams. Caleb Villainous to attempt the extra point. Extra point is good. 5:41 to go in the first quarter. Your score, Rams 7, Razorback 0. With this being homecoming night, we want to welcome back some class reunions tonight. If you are in the class of 1973, please stand up. If you are in the class of 1998, please stand up. If you're in the class from 2003, please stand up. And if you're in the class from 2013, please stand up. Welcome back to Razorback Land. Jonathan Davis on the return for the Razorbacks. First and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Ball's pass is complete to Tilly Wells. Pick up a 7 on the play. Pass attempt to Darius Lott is incomplete. That'll bring up third down Razorbacks from their own 32-yard line. Pass is complete to Gabriel Braggs. Result of the play is a Razorback first down. First and 10 at their 39. Quarterback ball will keep it for a gain of a couple. Tackle made by number 50. 52, Miles Bacon. Ball's pass is complete to Javen Davis. The result of the play is a Razorback first down. First and 10 at the Rams 41. Ball will be sacked for a loss on the play. By number 41, Grady Talbot. Ball will fall on the ball for a loss on the play. I want to say congratulations to the Arkansas High Boys tennis team on winning the 5A South Conference tournament. And congratulations to Arkansas High coach Mason McLeod on being voted Boys Conference Coach of the Year for tennis. Bryce Jones, Garrett Pendergraft, and Andrew Ty will advance to the state tournament at the Tennis Center in Little Rock starting on Monday. Good luck, guys. Third and long for the Razorbacks from down 43. Reception made by Gabriel Braggs and bring up fourth down Razorbacks from the 49 of the Rams. And that punt will roll into the end zone. It'll be a touchback for the Rams. Once again tonight, the senior class is doing a split the pot raffle. Drawing will be held at halftime. The table is set up under the stands. $5 a ticket if you're interested. And the senior class is selling Kona Ice. All proceeds go towards the 2024 prom. Ronaldo's pass attempt is incomplete. Pass attempt is behind him, incomplete. That'll bring up third down for the Rams. 3rd and 10 from their own 20. Pass is complete. Tackle made by Malik Dangerfield. Result plays the first down for the Rams. 1st and 10 for their own 36-yard line. Ben Vincent on the reception from Vermillo. Dangerfield on the tackle for the Razorbacks. Pick up 5 on the play. 2nd down from the 41. Tackle made by Jordan Williams. 1st down Rams from their own 47. That has been deemed a fumble. Turnover for the Razorbacks. Ball's pass attempt is broken up at the last minute. Second and 10 Razorbacks from the 27 of the Rams. No ball to carry. Loss of a yard on the play to bring up 3rd and 11 Razorbacks from the 29-yard line. Tilly Wells on the reception for the Razorbacks. That'll bring up 4th and a yard to go for a 1st down. Ball at the 19-yard line. Flag on the play. Pass interference is the call against the Rams. Result of the penalty is a Razorback first down. First and goal from about the Rams' 9-yard line. Did the roll, keeps it for a Razorback touchdown! And that two-point conversion fails, so just under a second to go in the first quarter. Your score, Rams 7, Razorbacks 6. If you could help us out tonight by taking any concession trash or anything else to the trash canisters. There is an event at the stadium scheduled for tomorrow, and that would be much appreciated. We want to say thanks to Chicken Express and Big Jake's for feeding the press box tonight. Hayden Moya to kick off for the Razorback.
It's a revolution you can see and feel. A total redesign of the compact loader that started an industry. Made to up your game today and change how it gets done tomorrow. With next level performance, quality, and comfort. Revolutionize your work in new R-Series loaders from Bobcat. It's a revolution you can see and feel. A total redesign of the All right, that is the end of the first quarter.
That onside kick was successful, so the Razorbacks will have the football. 1st and 10 at the Rams' 49-yard line. No ball on the carry. Tackle made by 31, Cannon Martin. Timeout, Rams. Nathan Wall keeps it, and he'll be pushed out of bounds near the 48-yard line of the Rams. That'll bring up 3rd and just under 10 yards for a Razorback first down. Nathan Ball keeps it himself. Result of the play is a Razorback first down. First and 10 at the Rams' 36-yard line. Tony Noble on the carry for the Razorbacks. We have another class reunion to announce tonight. If you're here from the class of 1993, please stand. Well, his pass attempt to Rondarius Locke is incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Razorbacks. From the Rams 37. Flag on the play. Holding is the call against the Razorback. Penalty is declined. I'll bring up 4th down Razorback. Ball passes complete. Razorback touchdown. Darius Lott on the reception. Two-point conversion is no good. 10:20 to go in the half. Your score, Rams 7, Razorbacks 12. Hayden Moyer to kick it off for the Razorbacks. That kick will go into the end zone, touchback for the Rams.
Hermosillo tried the quick pass over to number 10, Kyler Wolf.
Carmelo's pass is complete for a Ram first down. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Ineligible receiver downfield for the Rams, so that will negate the first down. pass is incomplete. That'll bring up third and long for the Rams. Well, if you entered in the Bright Futures Socktoberfest drawing, you brought your socks to the game and got a ticket. We're going to announce that winning number in just a moment or so. Bright Futures Socktoberfest drawing. If you brought socks to the game and got a ticket, we'll announce the winning number here momentarily. Carmelo's pass is complete. Ryan Ballard, number 18 on the reception. That'll be a first down for the Rams at the Razorback 38-yard line. Gray Elmont on the carry. Several Razorbacks bring it down for a pickup of 3. Sideline warning against the Razorback. Second and 7 Rams for the Razorback 35. Pass is complete to Skylar Purifoy. Javen Davis on the coverage. First down, Rams, first and goal from the Razorback 7-yard line. Carmelo's pass attempt is incomplete this time. They're trying to get to Ben Vincent. That'll bring up second goal on the shot. We have a timeout by the Rams. All right, with Bright Futures Socktoberfest drawing, if you brought socks to the game and got a ticket, here is the winning number. It is 349778. That's 349778. You want a shirt at the Go Hawks store, which is located by the entrance facing the stands, and you can pick your ticket down there and get your shirt. For the Bears. Don't forget, the senior class is going to be a split the pot game tonight. That drawing will be held at halftime. There is a table set up on the stand for that. $5 a ticket if you are interested. Senior class also selling ice cream and cola. senior prom. Carmelo's pass attempt is incomplete. Jalen Davis on the coverage for the Razorbacks. Third and goal from outside the 7-yard line. Pass is caught for a touchdown by the Rams. Kind of whipped on the reception. Well, this extra point is good. 7:53 to go in the first half. Your score, Rams 14, Razorbacks 12. Javen Davis and Telly Wells will all be back deep for the Razorbacks. Willis to kick off for the Rams. Let's go to the Brags on the return. Carter Locke on the tackle for the Rams. First and 10 Razorbacks for their own 40-yard line.
Yards on
Just throws the ball away. That'll bring up second down Razorback. Nathan Wall keeps it himself. The result of the play is a Razorback first down. First and 10 at the Ram 34-yard line.
See what happened? The Lakeside sideline, and then stops and goes, oh wait, I've got to help him out, you know. So first and 10 for the Hogs. Ball sitting at the 34-yard line. 7:30 left on the clock here in the first half.
That's a 26-yard run for Nate Wall on that last
pass back. Those in the middle of the field intended for Braggs. Braggs just, it looks like Braggs didn't know the ball was heading his direction. But an incomplete pass. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hogs.
And funny hearing you make that comment, you know, about Braggs not knowing, not seeing, not realizing
how on the money was Nate Wall's throw. Oh, yeah.
I mean, as soon as Braggs kind of started drifting to his right over the middle of the field at the hash marks, that ball dropped right at his shoe tops.
Yeah. And we're going to have an injury timeout on the field as number 56 for the Lakeside Rams is down. Which, let's see who 56 is. 56 is Trayvon Totley. As they are tending to Totley on the middle of the field around the 36-yard line. Arkansas High's trainer heading over to take a look at that young man. Looks like it may be a leg injury, and we've got a little bit of movement on the leg. We'll have Coach Outlaw bringing his offense in as he talks to those guys and tries to get everything squared away and lets them know we've got to, I'm sure he would be letting them know, we've got to let these small mistakes, we've got to get those corrected. And totally able to walk off the field on his own strength.
Always good to see any young man, any young lady, an athlete out there, if they can get up under their own power. You wish everybody well. You want to be happy, of course, but you want to be healthy when any ball game is over, and
sure
you can keep your roster intact.
So 2nd and 10 for the Hogs. Ball quick pass over to Burnell on the right side. Burnell cuts back into the middle, manages to plow over a few defenders and gains 7 yards on the catch. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3, or 3rd and 4 rather, for the Hogs. That'd be 3rd and 3, I'm sorry. Now look like there's an extra line over there. But 3rd and 3 for the Razorbacks. And a fake handoff to Tony Noble, quarterback keeper on the right side. Wall splits the two defenders and gets into the end zone on the 27-yard run from quarterback senior Nate Wall. And so the Razorbacks would go back into the swinging gate formation. And they're going to go in, well, they're going to shift back over. Looks like we're going to see a regular 2-point conversion here for the Hogs, as the swinging gate has not worked the first 2 times they've ran it, or the first 3 times they've ran it. Well, I'm sorry, 2 times. And so they're going to go to more of a traditional offense here for the 2-point conversion attempt. Score right now 18-14, Hogs on top. 6 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the first half.
Well, homecoming's supposed to be a fun night. And hopefully the Hogs come out on top. But so far, Matt, this first half's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun.
It's been fireworks everywhere on the football field.
For sure. Wall takes a snap, and he's going to scramble over to his left, and he's going to try to get into the end zone. They're going to say he was down, but there is a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
And it looks like it's going to go against the offense, and it's going to be declined. But I thought Wall got in the end zone, but the official on the sideline said he did not, said he was down just short. So that's going to bring the score here with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first half. The Arkansas High Razorbacks 18, the Lakeside Rams 12, or 14, I'm sorry. And we're going to get ready for the kickoff as Wall comes back over to the sideline. Doesn't look too happy after that play. You can see him telling the coaches on the sideline like, no, I made it and I got it.
But isn't every football player going to say that?
Oh, for sure. And you can be down at the 3-yard line, you're going to say, oh, I was there.
Isn't every one of your guys on a close ball down the line going to say, no, Coach, that was fair?
Exactly.
If you're batting.
Yeah,
and then if you're in the field at
third or
first.
double or triple in the bag.
Yeah,
for sure.
These guys know what they're doing. They've been around the game a long time.
Most definitely. So Hayden Moya set to kick off for the Razorbacks as the Rams are in an onside kick formation. As Hayden Moya did get a successful onside kick, the kick prior to the last. He's going to kick that ball deep as it's a line drive. It's going to land around the 5-yard line and take a bounce into the end zone.
It'd be nice to see that ball take a funny hop there, and I really almost spoke too soon, ready to say it, but after number 10 just watching the ball behind him, it landed at about the 7 to 5-yard line, and those next two rolls were slow rolls. Yeah, it didn't look like it was going to carry in.
Tournament at the Tennis Center in Little Rock starting on Monday. Good luck, guys. Landon Matthews, Blake Dangerfield, also Christian Roberts, and Rodney Kinley all provided the tackle on that one. It'll be a loss of 4 on the play. Second down, Rams from their own 16.
It's been successful tonight, so Hermosillo, first down or fourth down.
As number 24, Simeon Hicks, is covering Purifoy. And looks like we'll have a penalty flag on the play. And I believe that may be a false start on the offense.
That flag coming in from behind the Hogs linebacking crew. So the referee there was able to see the helmet and the body of the Lakeside offensive lineman head on.
So it was a false start on the offense. They're going to move back another 5 yards. And that's going to bring up a second and almost 20. Looks like second and 18 for the Rams as the ball is now placed at the Rams' 11-yard line. And so the D-backs playing a little off of the receivers now as Marcus Floyd's now sitting at about 7 yards away from the receiver. Hermosillo throws deep downfield intended for number 84 Vincent, but not in the area as Floyd and I believe that is Jordan Williams were in the area. And it is an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Rams. And it's still, I'm still kind of, I don't know the word to use, but it still amazes me to see how far back whenever Hermosillo scrambles or when he goes into like a bootleg or something like that, he's going 10, 15 yards back behind the ball. He's taking his snap at the 5-yard line, and he is in the end zone right now. And it is a short shovel pass as he was about to have a safety when he had McQuan Traylor on top of him in the end zone. He tries to throw it, a quick pass over to number 44, Oman, and it was an incomplete pass. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 18 for the Rams, and Hermosillo was kind of slow to get up there. But a great job by Hermosillo to make sure he got rid of that ball because McQuan Traylor was on top of him in the end zone. It would have been a safety.
McQuan Traylor came absolutely unhinged, unabated to the quarterback, and man, how nice would it have been to get 2 points and then get the kickoff again and go score again. But the Hogs will try to take advantage here at their own, or at the Lakeside 45, excuse me, Matt.
45-yard line where Javen Davis receives the punt. He's going to get 3 yards on the punt return, and they will spot that ball. Looks like at the 40. Let's see if I'm going to mark it at the 41 or the 42-yard line of the Rams.
So the Hogs there were a defensive bend, don't break, and for the first time tonight, we saw Lakeside bring out the actual punting unit.
So that ball is going to be at the 41-yard line of the Rams, where the Hogs will have 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds here in the first half. 18-14 the score. Hogs leading the Rams. And Hogs with a chance to put some more points on the board before the half. Wall takes the snap, looking deep downfield, and he's going to scramble as he goes up the gut. And he hurdles over the defender, and he's brought down around the 28-yard line, and that'll be enough for a Razorback first down.
In the middle of the field for Nate Wall on runs, whether they're by design or actual scrambles, Matt, the middle of the field's opening up wide open because Lakeside knows the deep threat for the Arkansas High receivers. But this one, unfortunately, now that we see the white cap coming back, Matt,
as he is going to call holding on the offense. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So the scramble from Nate Wall will be canceled out on the penalty, and that's going to push the ball back on the Hogs side of the field as the ball is now at the Hog 49-yard line. They bring up a 1st and 20 for the Razorbacks. That's one thing you hate to see after a big play like that, the ball get moved back for a penalty. So 1st and 20 for the Hogs. Wall takes a snap, throws across field, is blocked by number 34, Mason Wynn of the Rams. That pass was knocked straight down out of the air from the defensive end.
And that's so instinctive, obviously, for defensive fronts, linebackers that get up there in the box. It's almost like receivers and defensive backs waiting on the Hail Mary at the end of a half or the end of a game. And what I mean by that, Matt, is you're taught to just knock it down. And so that linebacker comes in, and sometimes even when they go through the motion of waving their hands, if they tip it just right, he could have tipped it to himself. And, so again,
race to the end zone.
Yeah, the Hogs lucky to keep the drive going here.
So 2nd and 20 for the Hogs. Ball drops back, and they try a halfback screen, but it is broken up. Rams read that one clear, and a 5-yard loss on the carry, on the 4-yard loss on the screen play is going to bring the ball way back to the 45-yard line of the Razorbacks. So 3rd and 24 for the Hogs. Definitely need to get some yardage back here. Clock now to 4:50.
See if Coach Outlaw calls Nate Wall's number again here. Tony Noble nor anybody else in the backfield with Nate, so that's not going to work on my guess. But I thought maybe we might have a play-action fake, as well as Nate's hitting the ball.
We're going to get a timeout called from the Razorbacks. It looks like Wall and Coach Outlaw were not on the same page trying to get the play call in. So let's take a 30-second break here on 98.7 Real Country, home of the Hogs.
It's your land, and it doesn't hurt to show it who's boss. In fact, it feels pretty good. So get a great deal on a Bobcat compact tractor. They're fully equipped for your biggest chores. And right now, your Bobcat dealer can help you save more while you do more. This is where you go when the going gets tough. Hurry to your Bobcat dealer for compact tractor savings. And remind yourself how much you can accomplish. It's your land.
Timeout. Razorbacks looking at a 3rd and 24 as the clock is down to 4:37 left here in the first half. Razorbacks holding on to an 18-14 lead over the Lakeside Rams. And they're going to go out with split receivers. Tony Noble in the backfield with Wall, as they look to the sideline to change the play. Play clock down to 13 seconds. As they make the adjustment.
Outlaw looks like the band director down there with his hand signals.
Yeah. Wall will scramble over to the right. He tries to throw a pass over to Javen Davis. And they don't know if it's an interception or not. The side judge has not made the call if he stayed in bounds or not.
Matt, I think he did actually get the toe tap.
He looked like it from here, but that judge has no clue. I mean, I would almost say, and like I said, I don't like talking bad about the officiating crew, but it looks like this side judge on this side, this may be like his first game or something. Normally on an interception on the side, or even a catch on the side, you see that official running down the line. Yeah. He just stayed back around the 35-yard line and just looked over there and never made a call that it was he stayed in bounds, but they do say that the D-back stayed in bounds, so it will be an interception for the Rams, and they will have 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Hermosa drops back for the screen to Omen, and two missed tackles as Christian Roberts dives at the feet, unable to hang on to the ball at the 15, the 10, and he's finally brought down by Marcus Floyd at what looks like about the 3-yard line is where they're going to mark him down at. But Omen is down on the turf where he had his feet taken out from under him by Marcus Floyd coming across the field. And he's going to walk back over to the sideline under his own power. Thank God that man is okay. I mean, that was a brutal hit at the ankles.
That was a big hit.
But he's going to get back over to the sideline. But the big gain on the running back screen, that's now 1st and 10 or 1st and goal at the 3-yard line for the Rams. So momentum has shifted to the Rams right now, and we'll have a handoff to number 4 as he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Britton Diaz, the junior running back for Lakeside, and he will get in the end zone on the 3-yard run. Clock's going to stop at 4 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the first half. 20-18 is the score as we get ready for the PAT from Caleb Villainous. I feel like we should roll our L's on that one. Viennas?
Probably Viennas, if I had to guess. But I love your little moment there of what we should do grammatically.
And Viennas, his kick is good. So that's going to bring the score, Arkansas High Razorbacks 18, Lakeside Rams 21. As 4 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the first half, Razorbacks have a shot to get the ball in the end zone before the half ends.
And Lakeside does exactly what you hope to do in regaining momentum. I know there have been so many lead changes already here in the first half, but in that moment, you intercept the ball from Wall on the 37-yard line, Matt, in 2 plays, and a matter of just 21 seconds, Lakeside covers 63 yards, both through the air and then on the ground at the end. But in 21 seconds, they flipped the scoreboard once again.
Oh, yeah. So it's been a back-and-forth game all night. And we will have Viennas kicking off for the Rams. Back deep for the Hogs, Telly Wells, Cameron Holloway, and Javen Davis will be back to receive this kick. Last kick went into the end zone for a touchback. Viennas' kick is deep and high. Javen Davis is going to take this ball at the goal line.
Did the referee make that call for him?
I think he may have called a fair catch.
Okay.
He got right to the end zone. So it'll be a touchback. So the Razorbacks will take the ball out to the 20-yard line. Yeah, I mean, I can only assume that is what that was. But I've been known to be wrong a time or two in my life.
Thought you were wrong and then you were wrong?
Yeah. My wife will tell me I'm wrong all the time.
Well, you know. I won't
That's
comment
just what
on
happens.
That.
She said, what?
And he said, it's a great ball game tonight, honey.
1st and 10 for the Hogs. 4 minutes left here in the first half. Trailing by 3. Quick pass over to the right side. Intended for Rondarius Lott, and the side of Judge says that ball hit the ground as it was almost intercepted again from the Rams. So 2nd and 10 for the Razorbacks.
You got enough time on this clock. 4 minutes is there for you to go 80 yards now on 2nd and 10. I personally would like to see a lot more of Nate Wall and just beating the spy in the linebacker position for Lakeside once everybody clears out down the lanes. Just see Nate take the ball.
You'll see a handoff to Noble, and he's going to get 4 yards on the carry. As the ball now at the 24-yard line of the Razorbacks. 3rd and 6 for the Hogs. Hogs really need to get something going here late in the second quarter.
Yeah, the last thing they need to do is give Lakeside the ball back with time left on the clock. A bunch of time left on the clock. 3 minutes is an eternity.
Quick pass over to Burnell, and he makes the catch. And he fights his way to get a few more yards, and that's going to be enough for a Razorback first down on the 8-yard completion.
Burnell, just a sophomore. A lot of upside to that young man. A lot of fun last year and success on the varsity level after about week 4 getting called up at the Magnolia game.
High snap. Wall's going to scramble and throw that ball out of bounds. Be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Burnell kind of nipping off to the sideline right now. Looks like he may have tweaked his ankle turning around.
Nice little 8-yard gain there by Burnell on play before last. Put the Hogs in good position here.
So 2nd and 10 for the Hogs. Ball is snapped. Scramble to the right, throws across his body to Javen Davis where the pass is completed. Javen Davis just will not go down and finally brought down out of bounds after a 15-yard reception that brings him all the way to the 48-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Razorback first down with 2 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the first half. Razorbacks are moving, need 53 more yards to go for the end zone as they're slowly pushing downfield.
Man, I'm out of room.
Razorbacks did win the toss and elect to receive, so the Rams will get the ball at the second half. And a pass intended for Lott just out of his fingertips. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Hogs.
That one almost worked out right there. Nate Wall scrambling to his right yet again, as we say so often, because he does and because Lakeside really has forced a lot of that tonight. So much pressure for Wall back there from the D-line of Lakeside.
And I thought he was throwing that out of bounds, but just Lott ended up being right there in the area.
He almost pulled that off.
So 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. Hogs at the 47-yard line, working our way to the end zone, trying to get some more points on the board before half. And a pass across the field to Javen Davis is completed, and he is brought down out of bounds at the 35-yard line, where that will give the Hogs another first down here late in the second quarter. Razorbacks 35 yards from the end zone, and they're steadily moving downfield. Wall takes the snap, scrambles to his right, and he's going to go out of bounds. Looks like they're going to give him a yard on the quarterback keeper. So give him 2 yards on that keeper. So that'll bring up a second and 8 for the Hogs. Split receivers, Noble in the backfield. Wall takes the snap, throws over to Burnell on the sideline, avoids the first tackle, and then is brought down. They're going to give him a yard on the reception. So 3rd and 7 for the Razorbacks. Clock down to 1 minute 54 seconds left here in the first half. Razorbacks still trailing by 3, 18-21 the score. Wall gets his offense set.
Everything working out perfectly time-wise on the scoreboard. 1 minute 35 left.
Wall steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be tripped up as he tries. I mean, if he would have made it past that defender, he would have had a few yards to get on the scramble. But he is brought down in the backfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Razorbacks. You could just see the frustration from Wall.
He has no time in the backfield.
No, and even at the very end of that, before falling on his backside, he actually had a lineman who was aware enough to try to catch him and hold him up, but that did not happen for the Hogs. And 56 seconds left. It is 4th and 12, but the Hogs here have nothing to lose ultimately.
Ball drops back, looking deep downfield, and a deep pass to Javen Davis, and that was Telly Wells. And it was broken or really good defended from the safety of the Rams. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And the Rams will have a 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line with 42 seconds left here in the first half. So one thing that hopefully we will see coming back into the second half after halftime will be the offensive line getting a little bit more protection for Nate Wall. Nate is very good at being mobile and getting in and out of the pocket. However, he is very strong at sitting in the pocket and picking that defense apart, and he's just not been able to do that this half. He has been under duress constantly as soon as the ball is snapped. But we'll have a timeout called from Trent Wilson, the defensive coordinator for the Hogs, and they'll take a timeout with 42 seconds left on the clock.
This was the exact same yard line a series ago for Lakeside, Map. After intercepting Nate Wall's pass, took him just 2 plays and 21 seconds. So obviously there is exactly double that left on the scoreboard, as you mentioned, with 42 seconds left. And man, you watch 2-minute drills, sometimes you'll hear them talk about getting into a 4-minute offense, just winding down a quarter, a half, a game, even to get into victory formation at the end of a game. But it just, unless you're in those moments, timeouts available, incomplete passes, 42 seconds, 3 minutes, it's an eternity.
And I really think we're going to see them kneel the ball down and go into halftime.
Well, we've seen the very unique formation, as you are correct, but the running back's 5 yards behind the quarterback. That's kind of a giveaway, right, Matt?
Yep.
But that's a formation. You knew what was happening because we've literally yet to see that in 2 quarters of play from Lakeside.
And so they're going to let that clock wind down, and that can't end the half, but he's going to keep the defense on the field. And it looks like the Rams are going to go ahead and head over to the sideline. So that will end the first half. So after the first half of play, the Hogs are trailing Lakeside Rams 21-18 here on homecoming night. And we're waiting to see. We've still got a few officials the Razorbacks on the field. So that will be the end of the first half. So let's take a 60-second timeout. Let us kind of get some of these stats written down real fast. And then we will go and talk a little about the first half, and then we'll go into our Talking Hogs at the half as they get ready for homecoming here tonight that they will be doing at halftime here at Arkansas High Razorback Stadium. So let's take a 60-second timeout here on 98.7 Real Country, home of the Hogs.
Loader that started an industry, made to up your game today and change how it gets done tomorrow with next level performance, quality, and comfort. Revolutionize your work in new R-Series loaders from Bobcat. It's a revolution you can see.
It doesn't hurt to show it who's boss. In fact, it feels pretty good. So get a great deal on a Bobcat compact tractor. They're fully equipped for your biggest chores. And right now, your Bobcat deal.
Good evening. We would like to welcome everyone to the presentation of the 2023 Arkansas High Homecoming Court. Starting with our junior maids. Junior maid, Camila Gutierrez. Camila is the daughter of Arlette Trinidad and Eliud Gutierrez. She is escorted tonight by her father, Eliud Gutierrez. Camila is a member of Arkansas High varsity cheer and soccer. She is also a member of AHS Theater, Student Council, and the Principal's Advisory Committee. Outside of school, Camila has been involved with dance for 10 years. Your junior maid, Camila Gutierrez. Junior maid, Chelsea Johnson. Chelsea is the daughter of Mia Williams and Dennis Johnson Jr. She is escorted by her father, Dennis Johnson Jr. Chelsea is a member of AHS varsity and competition cheer and track teams. She is a member of the HOSA Club, Gifted and Talented, and an active member of Mount Olive Baptist Church. Your junior maid, Chelsea Johnson. Junior maid, Chasia Peterson. Chasia is the daughter of Rosalind Cooper and Chasen Peterson. She is escorted by her father, Chasen Peterson. Chasia is an AHS varsity and competition cheerleader and varsity track member. She is also a member of Student Council and National Honor Society. Your junior maid, Chasia Peterson. Junior maid, Rachel Sanders. Rachel is the daughter of Tatiana and Alan Sanders. She is escorted tonight by her father, Alan Sanders. Rachel is an AHS varsity cheerleader and soccer player. She is a member of Student Council and is actively involved in Highland Park Baptist Church Youth Group. Your junior maid, Rachel Sanders. Junior maid, Saleya Thompson. Saleya is the daughter of Conchana Anderson. She is escorted by her brother, Jamal Anderson. Saleya is an AHS varsity and competition cheerleader. She is also a varsity athlete for the AHS basketball and soccer team. She is also an active member of the AHS Student Council, HOSA, and the Medical Mentoring Program. Your junior maid, Saleya Thompson. And now for our senior maids. Senior maid, Annalicia Britt. Annalicia is the daughter of Sharky Branch, Marcus Brent, and Glenn Ivor. She is escorted tonight by her uncle, Shannon Branch. Annalicia is a member of AHS Student Council, FCCLA, and Theater. She is also a member of the Advanced Choir, Y2L, Pride, HOSA, and the Medical Mentoring Program. Outside of school, Annalicia is an active member at the Red Oak Grove Missionary Baptist Church, where she drums and is a member of the youth group. She is also a Community Alternative Prevention Program Leader and 2023 Las Amigas Debutante. Following high school, Annalicia plans to attend the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff to receive a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing and later work towards her Master's of Science in Nursing and become a nurse practitioner. Your senior maid, and Alicia Britt. Senior maid, Tanaya Evans. Tanaya is the daughter of Andrea Leaks and Terrence Evans. She is escorted tonight by her father, Terrence Evans. Tanaya is an active member of Student Council. She is also a member of Nike, Educators Rising, Pride Academy, and the varsity track team. Tanaya was selected to attend Arkansas Girls State last year and was the only female representative from Arkansas High to attend. Following graduation, she plans on attending Prairie View A&M University to earn a bachelor's degree and a teaching certificate to teach primary education. Additionally, she would love to begin her teaching career as a kindergarten teacher in TASD at Kilpatrick Elementary School. Your senior maid, Tanaya Evans. Senior maid, Kinley Paige Garrett. Kinley is the daughter of Misha Oliver and Eddie Garrett. She is escorted by her father, Eddie Garrett. Kinley is an AHS varsity and competition cheerleader and a Ladyback soccer 3-year letter freshman. She is a member of Nike, FCS, and Razorback TV. Kinley is also an active member of Beach Street Youth Group, attending 3 mission trips. Following graduation, Kinley plans to attend Ouachita Baptist University to pursue a degree in kinesiology. Your senior maid, Kinley Paige Garrett. Senior maid, Quanae Golston. Quanae is the daughter of Latoya Bohannon and Quintonius Golston. She is escorted by her brother, DeAndre White. Quanae is a member of Student Council and FCCLA. She is also a member of the HOSA Medical Mentoring Program. Following graduation, Quanae plans to attend college to major in nursing and to become an RN. Your senior maid, Quanae Golston. Senior maid, Harley Irvin. Harley is the daughter of Christian and Brad Irvin. She is escorted tonight by her brother, Colin Irvin. Harley is the executive producer of Razorback TV and the East Club coordinator for Toys for Tots. She is a member of National Honor Society, Walnut Youth Group Church Leadership Team, and the Leadership Texarkana Strategic Doing Team. Harley has served as the 2021 Miss AHS and on the 2022-2023 Principals Advisory Team. She is a current member of Nike and Texarkana, Arkansas City Student Focus Group. Following graduation, Harley plans to attend the University of Central Arkansas to major in pediatric psychology. Your senior maid, Harley Irvin. Senior maid, Tiernan Pettit. Tiernan is the daughter of Blair Richardson. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Blair Richardson. Tiernan is a varsity athlete for the volleyball and softball teams. She is also a member of National Honor Society. Following graduation, Tiernan plans to attend college and ultimately become an orthodontist. Your senior maid, Tiernan Pettit. Senior maid, Ainsley Richardson. Ainsley is the daughter of Sarah Barker and Josh Richardson. She is escorted by her father, Josh Richardson. Ainsley has been a part of the AHS Redline for 3 years. 2 of those years, she has served as captain of Redline. She is also a member of Nike. Following graduation, Ainsley plans to attend the University of Central Arkansas to pursue a degree in business. She has plans on trying out for the Honey Bears dance team in the spring. Your senior maid, Ainsley Richardson. Senior maid, Liberty Tatum. Liberty is the daughter of Aisha Williams and DeRoyce Tatum. She is escorted by her father, DeRoyce Tatum. Liberty is a member of AHS Athletics and contributes to the track team. She has a hard work ethic, maintaining a job outside of school. Following graduation, she plans to attend Texas Southern University in Houston to major in business and eventually start her own shoe business. Your senior maid, Liberty Tatum. Your 2023 AHS Maid of Honor, Jenna Dupree. Jenna is the daughter of Jason and Jessica Dupree. She is escorted by her father, Jason Dupree. Jenna is on the AHS varsity volleyball and basketball team. Last year, she was the recipient of the Burt Knox Award. Jenna is a dedicated student with a 4.0 plus GPA and a student of the Collegiate Academy. Following graduation, Jenna plans on attending the University of Central Arkansas as a junior with an associate's degree, while majoring in physical therapy with a minor in biology. Your 2023 AHS Maid of Honor, Jenna Dupree. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 AHS Homecoming Queen, Channing Watson. Channing is the daughter of Derek and Shun Watson. She is escorted tonight by her father, Derek Watson Sr. Channing is an AHS varsity and competition cheerleader and softball player. She is a member of Student Council, a 4-year band member, HOSA, Pride, and a Y2L mentor. She is also an award-winning RTV producer, praise dancer at church, member of the non-profit group The Scholars, and a 2023 Las Amigas debutante. Following graduation, Channing plans to attend the University of Central Arkansas to major in psychology. Your 2023 AHS Homecoming Queen, Channing Watson.
Don't forget that the senior class is selling Kona Ice. All proceeds go towards the 2024 senior prom. Shortly, we'll be having the drawing for the Split the Pot raffle. Well, remind everyone, if you would help us out by taking any concession trash to the trash canisters when you get ready to leave. There is an event at the stadium tomorrow, and that would help us out. Much appreciated. Also, any student that was dropped off at the end of the third quarter, we'll remind you to make sure and call for your ride to come pick you up. One note that the 1973 class, which is here tonight, will remember, that was the first of 3 consecutive state championships for Arkansas High Razorbacks 50 years ago this year. Sweet Lee, the coach.
All right, welcome back. 2 minutes left here at halftime as we have the Rams heading out on the field to get stretched before we get ready for this kickoff. The Rams will be receiving the second half kickoff as the Razorbacks did win the toss and elected to receive the first half kickoff. And so some of the stats that we have for tonight, Wall is 10 for 22 on passes for 123 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 9-yard to 27-yard run. We have 1 touchdown pass for 37 to Noble. 63 yards rushing for the Hogs.
That is definitely above their average on the season. The tandem of Noble and Zephaniah Black, Matt, come in averaging right at 33 yards per game, so well above the average there. 4 lead changes in this first half.
That's crazy.
Both teams out to a hot start. This could turn into a ball game of the old cliche of who's got the ball last.
It very well could. And a big missed opportunity by the Hogs there at the end of the half with a chance to put some points on the board with the turnover on downs and giving Grant, the Rams didn't do anything with it but decided to kneel the ball down. But, still, it's a big missed opportunity from the Razorbacks to get a possible go-ahead lead going into halftime. They're down 3 points, but we definitely don't want to have a 2-possession game, 2-possession lead once the Hogs touch the ball again. So the defense really going to have to step up here after the opening kickoff and try to get the ball back and put some points on the board.
Let's see if we can have a repeat maybe of 2022 season at their place. The Razorbacks down 31-23 at the half a year ago. The defense pitched the shutout, and the Razorbacks scored 2 more touchdowns and converted 2-point conversions for the 16 total points. And they snuck out of Lakeside with a 39-31 win. So, to your point, as you mentioned, let's see if defense can get back to its old ways of the first 3-4 weeks of the season that they had been notorious for and had everybody across the state. They got their attention real quick. If they can get back to their old selves for the next 24 minutes in this second half, Matt, we got to give our offense, our offense can score at will just like anybody so far. They've proven that. They had 1 bad week at Camden last week. So what? Throw it out the window, scratch it. Don't even think about it ever again. Let's go add to this 18 and get back to the winning ways within the conference. Roll out of here 2-1 as I don't mean to look ahead too far, but after tonight, do you think this is a tough matchup? Next Friday is not only Friday the 13th in the month of October, but we're going to be in the big old...
All right, anyone who purchased a Split the Pot ticket raffle ticket, get those out. I'm going to announce the winning number here in just a moment. So get your Split the Pot tickets out, so maybe it'll be your winning number that we call out here in just a moment.
Points a game. So, a big powerhouse that we are heading into, and it'd really be nice to head that way to Little Rock, to War Memorial Stadium with a little bit of momentum going. Going on 5-1 against a 8-6.
All right, the winning ticket number will win $242 is what I've been told. So here is the winning ticket number. It is 8,
It
9.
is no secret. You ask any coach to be 100% upfront and honest when playing Parkview, but I believe Parkview on the schedule, they're at Hope tonight. So, you know, good luck to the Bobcats, and I mean that sincerely. The Bobcats put up a heck of a fight against us a year ago, so Hope's not a bad team, but yeah, got to get through tonight in these next 2 quarters, Matt, and just hopefully ride a full head of steam going into next Friday.
For sure. You know, I mean, they've just got to get some kind of, they need to be on the up whenever we head into Little Rock next week. You know, and I like I talked about it on the fan when I was there with Chuck, and I mean, one of the biggest things is realistically, and you know, not to put anything, you know, negative on the Hogs or anybody else in the conference, but I mean, realistically, you're fighting for that second place. With the way Park, you know, with the way they're going, and just, I mean, they're just a powerhouse. They are. And so, I mean, realistically, you're fighting for that second place position, second and third place, and a win tonight for the Hogs really does set them up for having that, you know, going into that game. But, yeah, we don't have any local score. We'll see if we can get some local scores for some of the 5A South games. But we do have Parkview is playing Hope. D-Queen is at Hot Springs. Magnolia is playing Fairview, Camden Fairview. And then, of course, here at Arkansas High is Lakeside in Arkansas.
I did get one quick score from across town, Matt. Both LE and PG are out of town tonight. PG with a humongous battle at Gilmer. And I got a text from my guy, Jason, at the Texarkana Gazette, also a 2003 graduate with Coach Peavy and I, so shout out to him and his 20 years later. So it's still cool to be, you know, linked up with Jason. PG went up 21-0. On Gilmer. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I'm not sure. He didn't tell me where they were in the game, but PG at one point with the 3-touchdown lead, and I might say surprising, but then again, based on reputation of the Hawks, not surprising, but I might every now and then use that word still because the Gilmer Buckeyes are no slouch. These last few years, really, if it hasn't been PG's name at the top of the, you know, the board per se in East Texas, Gilmer has definitely carried that title well.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So Hayden Moya set to kick off for the Hogs, as he is taking his stance behind the ball. And we're going to have a flag thrown early. It looks like it may be offsides on the kicking team. And so they'll move that ball back 5 more yards. And that's what it is. It'll be offsides on the kicking team. We will re-kick this ball off from the 35-yard line. Moya set back on his approach at the ball. 21-18 the score here to start this second half as the Rams are leading the Razorbacks. And a deep ball is kicked and caught.
There's a flag at the end of the play with a return by number 18, Ryan Ballard. Personal foul is the call against the Razorback. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 Rams from the Razorback 24. Brody Elmont on the carry, brought down by a host of Razorbacks after a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 Rams for the Razorback 20. Jordan Williams brings down Oman. It'll be 1st down Rams, 1st and 10 at the Razorback 12. Williams slowed it down, tackle made by several Razorbacks. Cameron Holloway and Lee Smith brought down Britton Diaz. Loss on the play. Flag on the play. Pass interference is the call against the Razorback. Tackle made by Kent Griffin. Bring up 3rd down from the 5.
Five-yard fake hand.
That pass is broken up by number 5, Malik Dangerfield. That'll bring up 4th and 3 for the Rams from the Razorback 5-yard line.
The two players, Matt, excuse me, switched roles for a split second at the end, and Vincent became the defender to prevent Dangerfield from the
4-3. 8:55 to go in the third quarter. Your score, Rams 24, Razorbacks 18.
Home of the Hogs.
Heard.
Thank you, ma'am. You gone?
Timmy Wells and Javen Davis back deepest for the Razorback. Caleb Villamus to kick for the Rams. And that kick will go out of bounds. And after the penalty, the Rams will re-kick. Gabriel Braggs on the return for the Razorbacks. It'll be 1st and 10 Razorbacks at midfield. Noble on the carry for the Razorbacks. Loss on the play. Nathan Hall keeps it himself. It'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Razorbacks from their own 49-yard line. Flag on the play. Offsides the call against the Rams. After the penalty, it will be 3rd and 6 Razorbacks from the Rams' 46-yard line. Ball pass is complete to Jalen Davis. Result of the play is a Razorback first down. First and 10 Razorbacks at the Ram 28. Ball throws that ball away, bring up 2nd down, Razorback. There's a flag on the play. Illegal man downfield is the call against the Razorback. First and 15 Razorbacks from the 33-yard line of the ring. Tony Noble on the carry. Ball is spotted at the 31-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
So it's a face mask on the defense. So they're going to get a 15-yard penalty on that, and it's going to be an automatic first down for the Razorbacks as the ball is now in the red zone. And it looks like they may have just gotten it wrong. We're not sure what's going on. But the ball now sitting at the 19-yard line of the Rams. So the official that's the sideline judge threw the flag for the face mask call. And then the middle official picked the flag up.
and the guy was pointing at the other guy whose flag it was, when it was realistically the guy's flag here in the corner. So we got a little confusion on the field, and so we're trying to get this sorted out to see what is going on, as there is some confusion.
And while you say we get this sorted out, I mean,
they're going to move the ball a little bit farther downfield, and it's going to put that ball now at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, because even on the scoreboard, our awesome scoreboard team down there to our left,
they knew where it was supposed to go.
Well, the scoreboard actually was just following the men in the stripes, and they had the ball on the 19. The ball had been on the 31. That's a difference of 12 on a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. So first attempt for the Razorbacks on the 16-yard line. A quarterback keeper up the middle. Wall scrambles and manages to gain a few more yards on the carry. And he's going to, looks like they're going to give him credit for 2 yards.
2 yards.
Or 3 yards on the carry. No, that'd be 2 yards on the carry. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Razorbacks. We've seen a lot of running from Wall tonight, and that seems to really be the only type of run game they have going.
Yeah, it's been Wall on the ground and then Wall to Javen Davis. I mean, we have not called Telly Wells' name, in regards to big passes tonight.
So we'll have a motion over to the right side as number 18, Landon Graves, will shift to the right. Quarterback keeper the whole way. Wall avoids 2 tackles and is brought down at the 5-yard line. He's going to mark him at the 7 as he's continuing to keep moving forward. But they're going to mark him down at the 6, looks like maybe the 6-yard line.
That should be enough to move the chains, though, Matt.
Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd and short. From our angle here, it looked like he was at the 5-yard line where he was brought down. But that official may have had a better view than what we did, and I'm sure we're going to see another quarterback keeper here. Nope, it's going to be a handoff to Noble as he tries to go up the middle, and he's going to actually lose a yard on that carry. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 2 for the Hogs. At this point here, my honest opinion would be go ahead and put 3 points on the board and attempt a field goal.
I got a feeling that Nate Wall's going to call his own number here.
So empty backfield. He tried a hard count, no flag. And they actually had 10 players on the field. As we see number 25, Kobe Burris, coming in.
Clock down to 3 seconds.
Call a timeout.
Now they've got to go to a timeout.
So we're going to have a timeout called from the Razorbacks because they did not have enough personnel. Wall tried the hard count. Some of the Rams players did move, but not enough for them to cross over into the neutral zone for the offsides. So now Coach Trey Allen really has something to figure out what to do here with his guys, with the ball sitting at the 13-yard line of the Rams on a 4th and 2. The line to gain is the 11-yard line. So what do you do? The 5-yard line. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the numbers wrong. But so they're at the 7. They've got to get to the 5-yard line. So let me ask you this. You're not a football player, but what would you do in this situation here?
I'll be honest with you. You got a lot of time left in this game. Even in a back and forth situation as this game has been, we've not seen a bootleg to the far side of the field to Wall's left. Everything they've done has been Wall's to his throwing side, his comfortable side. I think you find a lot of space out there. You get the receivers to take the secondary into the end zone, and now it's just your job as Nate Wall to outrun that outside linebacker to the sticks. Yep. You get in the touchdown or the end zone, that's a bonus, but beat the defender for Lakeside to the sticks and pick up the next first down.
Yep. And it is going to be to his left. He's going to throw that ball back across his body to Telly Wells, and it is completed in the end zone for a 7-yard touchdown pass from Nate Wall to senior Telly Wells.
And I'll just continue sitting up here, Matt.
I mean, he did scramble to his left.
He did.
May not necessarily been a bootleg, but he did initially go to his non-throwing side. but a pass back across his body like that, turning a full, 90 degrees to get his shoulder squared up to his target and hit Telly Wells going back to his right. And a bobbled snap on the PAT. And Wall is just hammered. And the PAT attempt is no good. So that's going to bring the score now tied up at 24 here with 5 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the third quarter, as the Razorbacks have tied this ball game up on the pass to Telly Wells in the end zone.
Yeah, and a good job, too, by Telly, Matt. You talked about Nate's acrobatics, if you will, and how to twist his body, turn on that 90-degree angle, and get back to the right side of his body and release that ball. But so from Telly's end, he's moving across the end zone in the exact opposite direction.
I'm saying, dude, that was just full-blown, coming across, almost having to sidearm that ball, moving to his left. Wells is running to his right, and you still able to put it on target. Granted, it was a great catch by Telly Wells because he did have to come back a little bit and just managed to get his hands under the ball. But, a great job from the receiver and the quarterback on that play.
Yeah, and maybe shades of Nate Wall in a natural position at shortstop, almost like a slow roller where you let go of it and sling it from the side.
So Hayden Moya's kick will be a pooch kick to the right side, and it's caught by number 18, Ryan Ballard, and he's going to run out of bounds at about the 32-yard line, where they will take over 1st and 10 in this tied ball game with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. So like we were talking, Brandon, this is back and forth. It has been back and forth all day. And now we've got the score back even, so now it's a new ball game.
We're just back to 0.
Yeah, back to 0. Rams going to get the first possession after going back to a tied score. And so, I'm really thinking from what you were saying, Brandon, I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to see who ends up with the ball last. As Hermosillo heads over to his right side, he throws deep downfield. And we're going to get a pass interference call on Jordan Williams because he was unable to turn around. But we have a flag thrown earlier, too, before that pass was ever in the air. And I think we had a lot of contact on the receiver from Jordan Williams. We're going to look at that and see if it was offensive pass interference and defensive pass interference. So they are going to call pass interference on the Razorbacks. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Razorbacks, or for the Rams.
And any inclination there, Matt, on the flag that was thrown more closer to the line of scrimmage? I didn't know if maybe they'd get Hermosillo, a Razorback defender on maybe a late hit with him rolling out of the pocket. A hold obviously can take place there. The longer you got to wait for your quarterback to get out of harm's way, the easier it is to have a holding penalty. So I just thought maybe we might have offsetting penalties there.
And I was kind of thinking the same thing. When you see flags that are 15, 20 yards apart, you would normally think it's two separate fouls. But they did call the pass interference on Jordan Williams. So the Rams will have 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Here, just under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. We will have 2 receivers to the right, a single to the left. Ullman will get the handoff up the middle as he cuts back and is brought down by Lee Smith and let's see who else that is on the tackle. That's a different guy out there that we normally see, but 27 and number 22. Is that Kobe Lewis?
Kobe Lewis is a 23.
No, so Jackson Cannon. So Jackson Cannon and Lee Smith on the tackle. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 for the Rams as they are now in hog territory. Handoff to Ullman up the middle again as he breaks to the sideline. And he is brought down after gaining the first down by number 2, Marcus Floyd, and Lee Smith.
And that is a good-sized young man, Matt.
To see Lee Smith chasing him, Lee's got some speed. Now, Lee's not a small guy, but Lee does have some speed. And Ullman, he's a bigger dude. Let's see, where's he sitting at? Look, he's 5'10", 180. That's not 5'10", 180. He looks, now granted, we could just it could look different from here. But, I mean, he looks like a 200-pound running back.
Easily.
He's a bigger guy, but, I mean, he had the wheels on that. Hermosillo looking deep downfield on the left side for number 14. And they're not going to call pass interference on that. It looked like the actual receiver pulled on Jordan Williams, but that pass was intended for number 14, Skylar Purifoy, and it was incomplete.
Purifoy gets up shaking his head. Purifoy still talking to the sideline judge as they've run back from about the 10-yard line where the ball fell down. And, you know, not something that's encouraged where you see a young man, a player of any age, trying to give the referee an earful. That usually, that might call for some more dirty laundry on the field.
We're going to hand off to number 4, Diaz, and he's going to be brought down by Lee Smith. And I believe that is Kent's Griffin on the tackle.
First time I think we've called Kent's name tonight, Matt, and that's very, very unheard of.
You think maybe the Rams had a plan for Kent's? Had some kind of scouting report to keep Kent's away from them?
Yeah. It might have said he leads the Razorbacks in sacks by a long shot. Cover that man.
Sacks and tackles and everything else.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Rams. As we see the Razorbacks on the sideline trying to get this crowd involved and get the noise up. Hermosillo drops those across the middle of the field, and that pass is incomplete. And what a shot from Jordan Davis on the receiver as that ball was high. And Jordan Davis just seen his chance. But they are going to, I do see a flag on the play. Not sure what this flag is going to be called on.
You can't, in my first guess, you can't get Jordan Williams here for hitting a defenseless receiver. The ball had already gone past the receiver's area.
Yeah, they're calling it targeting. They're calling that on Jordan Williams. They called that a targeting call on Jordan Williams. Now, here in high school, if you get a targeting call, you're not removed from the game. They just consider that as a personal foul, and I think you're allowed 2 of those. If you get 2 targeting calls, then you get removed from the game. I could be completely wrong, but I believe that's what it is. But that is going to be a penalty on the Hogs that will give the Rams a 1st down and put them inside the red zone as they are now at the Razorbacks' 19-yard line with 1st and 10 with 2:50 left here on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Hermosillo delayed handoff to the running back, and he is met hard by Jordan Williams. Jordan Williams just decided he wanted to knock some heads tonight as he came in and just waylaid number 4, Diaz.
Probably a little extra added motivation as well, Matt, after feeling like you got, you know, kind of
gypped on that call.
Gypped is a very good word to use on radio.
That ball was 5 yards over his head. Yeah. I mean, it was out of range.
And you can't punish, you know, and again, if he hit him with a helmet, you know, or led with a crown, you know, that would be understandable. But you can't punish a defender for a pass that is nowhere in the vicinity.
Handoff to Oman up the middle, and he just carries a few Razorbacks down all the way to the 1-yard line. That's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Rams. And so, yeah, they're going to mark that at the 3-yard line is what it looks like. Maybe the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 2. And it's going to be a handoff to Oman as he's going to cut back towards the end zone, and he will make it in the end zone for the 2-yard rushing touchdown from number 44, Grady Oman. So that's going to bring the score 30-24, pending the PAT from the Rams. Kicking for the Rams will be Caleb Vallenas. Vallenas, a senior, 5'7", 160 kicker. And the kick is up. And it is good. So late here in the 3rd quarter, the Rams take the lead
31-24 over the Hogs with 1:48 left in the third quarter. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout while we get ready for the kickoff here on 98.7 Real Country, home of the Hogs. Take it.
And feel. A total redesign of the compact loader that started an industry. Made to up your game today and change how it gets done tomorrow. With next level performance, quality, and comfort. Revolutionize your work in new R-Series loaders from Bobcat.
On 98.7 Real Country, home of the Hogs.
Also, those students who had rides dropped them off at the game tonight, now's a good time to call your rides until they're entering the fourth quarter. It's time to come pick you up.
It's time to gear up, to venture into the unknown, and to claim that highly coveted prize. It's more than just passion that fuels the desire within. It's a way of life. No boundaries. Go anywhere with Argo's extreme terrain amphibious vehicles. Discover more at argoxtv.com. Argo, go anywhere. It's time to gear up, to venture into the unknown.
Go! All right, welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. The Rams will have a 3rd and 9. Ball placed at the 39-yard line of the Hogs.
This last 12 minutes, Matt, shaping up to be a lot of fun for the Razorbacks, of course, wanting to achieve the come from behind here, down 1 touchdown, and we've seen already in the first half, in each quarter, a lot can happen in 12 minutes.
Marcio drops back, and they're going to try the screen, and it's not there, and he's going to throw that ball for a jump ball over in the corner, incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 9 for the Rams. That play was defended by Telly Wells. Great defensive play.
Telly Wells able to break that pass apart. Looks like the Rams were trying for a screen pass to the running back, but the Razorbacks were all over it.
And so that's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Rams, and it looks like they're going to go for it here on the 39-yard line. And we had movement on both sides. Looks like the left guard for the Rams moved. We'll see who that penalty is going to be called on, as the Hogs moved as well.
And now you got Hermosillo gathering his troops and pushing them back, 5-7 yards. He wants to make sure he gets his guys in a huddle. He's trying to do his job as a quarterback would in leading his
troops and saying, hey, guys, we don't need the extra right now. We got a false start. We got to deal with it, handle it. But don't give the Razorbacks, don't give the referees any added ammunition right now.
And that was number 72, Carlin Holloway for the Hogs that moved forward. But it looked like the left guard for the Rams moved first, and we'll see what the official has to say.
Sure, it's taken them quite a while to figure out what they want to decide on here.
And Coach Outlaw out there on the field, looks like they're going to put that against the Razorbacks. So it is going to be offsides on the defense. From here, it looked like the left guard moved. But, Holloway did get across the neutral zone.
But wouldn't that fall under the defensive player being baited by, you're allowed to react, using air quotes, and once you react to the offensive line, it is then their fault and becomes a false start.
And we have a flag on the play before the field started, and it says they're going to say another offsides on the defense. And they're calling it offsides on the defense. I didn't see anybody move from up here in the press box.
And Outlaw's pointing directly to the sideline judge. Speaking with the white cap, he's very, very animated.
Maybe a conversation of, what else would it be, Matt? Telling the lead guy, hey, get your guy under control over here. Do you even have a credible sideline judge doing his job tonight?
And a handoff to Oman up the middle on 1st and 10. He's going to be brought down. And Outlaw still just
going to town on that official on the sideline.
And rightfully so.
I mean, it's been all night.
It
There's
has
been some unique flags thrown from this line judges here on the Razorback sideline. But after the handoff to Oman, he'll get 4 yards to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Rams, as the ball is now sitting at the 25-yard line with 11 minutes left here in the game.
And I got a feeling they're just going to continue to use Oman as their bell cow and chew up all the clock and the yards they can.
Hermosillo takes hands off to Oman up the middle as he just veers back and forth on the line. He's going to get brought down by Lee Smith around the 19-yard line, and it looks like it's going to be enough for a Ram first down.
A lot of misdirection in the backfield for the Rams, Matt, and it's not misdirection as in wide receivers moving behind the line of scrimmage, running a reverse, nothing real tricky, but when the ball snapped, Hermosillo's simply moving a step to his right, and when the handoff happens, Oman goes back to the left, and the Hogs' defensive front has misused their steps.
Hand off to Diaz as he is met by Kent Griffin.
And I'm not sure the Lakeside guy really wants to go after Kent Griffin.
No. Kent was playing until the whistle was blown, but it is going to be they gave him a gain of a yard. I don't understand how he gained a yard on that carry. Neither does he. Was met in the backfield. But that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 as the side judge here says that he gained a yard on the carry. But so with Diaz in the backfield, we'll have 2 receivers to the right, a single to the left in Purifoy with a 2nd and 9 clock down to 9:38. We're going to have a counter to Diaz as he goes to the left side, and he's brought down at the 13-yard line by McQuan Traylor. And so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Rams. Ball setting at the 18-yard line of the Hogs. Clock winding down to 9 minutes, 10 seconds as the Rams are trying to eat up as much clock as they can. They snap the last ball with 2 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to do this one under 10 seconds. A handoff to Oman, and he is brought down in the backfield by number 20, Rodney Kinley. And that's going to be a big loss. And they're going to bring them back all the way to a 4th and 9.
Big stop right there by the Hogs. Rodney Kinley, like he was shot out of a cannon, Matt, read the play immediately. The Rams went back to what they had been doing. Again, anything to stay on the ground, to stay inbounds, keep the clock moving. And Rodney Kinley disrupted that play in a hurry.
So they're going to bring Ballenas out for a 26-yard field goal attempt. Ball sitting in the middle of the field. Ball is snapped. Kick is off. And it is good from 26 yards out from the senior Caleb Ballenas. And that's going to bring the score 34-24. 2-possession game here with 8 minutes left in this game as the Rams extend their lead to 10.
And now the Hogs will be down, or are down, 2 possessions, 8 minutes. The Hogs offense can strike quickly. But in looking ahead a little bit, Matt, should they do that and move within 2 points? Yeah, that would get them to 32 if they do their traditional 2-point conversion. You then got to have an answer for, Lakeside, with all due respect to our Razorbacks here on our side, Lakeside's done kind of what they wanted all night. The Razorbacks just have failed to come up with the big, important stop at crucial times in the game.
So back deep for the Razorbacks to receive the kickoff. We'll have Telly Wells, Javen Davis, and I believe that is Cameron Holloway. And they're going to pooch kick to the right side to Braggs, where he's going to take it around the 23-yard line. He's going to head to the middle of the field. He's going to try to cut back, but he stays to the left side. He scrambles back over to the right side, where he is brought down, and they're going to give him where his forward progress was at the 33-yard line. So roughly about a 10-yard return, and Braggs ran a total of probably 50 yards.
From side to side?
Side to side, going back and forth. But the Razorbacks will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Clock down to 7 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the game.
And good to see the forward progress given by the referee, because as Braggs was pedaled backwards by 3 Lakeside defenders, the guy grabbed the ball.
So we'll have split receivers. Noble will be to the right. We'll have motion coming across. And it will be a reverse. And it looks like it's going to be a pass play as Burnell throws back across the middle of the field, and it is picked off after it is tipped from Tony Noble. In and out of Noble's hands into the defender's hands, and that's number 9 again, Max Story with the interception. As they try a little trickery on the double reverse.
And Burnell in that moment in the backfield, Matt couldn't decide if he wanted to run it or throw it. We all could tell what he, the goal visually was. Yeah. But then once everything was covered up, Burnell almost had to act like the quarterback, obviously, and do a scramble drill and just try to make some kind of forward progress.
And Tony Noble was in the right spot at the right time. He's just unable to hang on to that ball as it tips out of his hands right into Story's hands. And so that's going to be a turnover on the interception where the Rams will take over 1st and 10 at the Razorback 43-yard line.
And such a bad break for the Razorbacks, a big momentum killer. You just got to keep your thoughts and keep yourself gathered here and make a big, big stop.
Handoff to Oman as he is brought down by McQuan Traylor, and they're going to give him a no gain on the carry. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Great stop by McQuan Traylor. And as we stated before, the Rams are going to try to just bleed the clock out as much as possible. As you see Hermosillo heading over to the sideline to get the play with 15 seconds left on the play clock. They break the huddle at 10 seconds left on the play clock. They'll snap this under 5. Hermosillo takes a snap, hands to Oman. He goes up the middle. A missed tackle by Kent Griffin, but it looks like he had enough arm on the running back to trip him up, and he only gained a yard after the carry. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Rams. Amazing in the middle of the field at the 42-yard line.
My apologies, Matt. I was just going to say, amazing what strength is in just one arm of a guy like Kent Griffin. And yes, he absolutely did enough to slow the damage down there.
We're going to see a false start against should be a false start against the Rams, and that's where they signal it. And so they'll move them back 5 more yards. Good thing is it's going to stop the clock.
And the referee in the middle still wants to know from the sideline judge what his call is, which way the ball's going. And even to our own Razorback fans, any Lakeside fans tonight that might have tuned in, this ball game has been wonderful. Even if you're on the Lakeside side that's winning, if you're with the Razorbacks, but with all due respect, the officiating by this one guy has been highly, highly questionable.
So they try screen play to Oman, and it is ate up by McQuan Traylor and Rodney Kinley as they just stood there waiting for the play to develop. I'm sorry, that was Rodney Kinley and Cameron Holloway on the tackle. And some of these players on defense just look beat up. You can see Cameron Holloway just kind of holding his shoulder a little bit as they're trying to give everything they got.
They've been tested greatly tonight by the Lakeside Rams, that is for sure.
Outlaw getting them to move back on 4th and 13 as the quarterback will punt this ball away. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it looks like that went out around the 31-yard line. But, of course, the official over here is going to mark it even farther. So they're going to mark that at the 25-yard line.
The poor guy thinks it's where it landed, out of bounds, and not where it crossed the boundary.
He surely put that mark exactly where that ball landed out of bounds, about 4 yards out of bounds.
Nonetheless, the Hogs have 5:38 to go to turn their fortunes around, save their homecoming night, save a big part of their early season. So Nate Wall and company got to get going here.
5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the game. Razorbacks will have 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wall and company.
He tries the hard snap.
Yeah, and milking the game, not the game clock, the play clock, excuse me, down to 7 seconds.
Takes the snap. Scrambles to his left. He's going to throw that ball out of bounds as he had 2 defenders right in his face. Definitely you haven't seen this with the offensive line this year, on having guys that are just breaking through the line as quick as they have tonight.
No, and just looking at the young men for Lakeside, although they're holding their own, they're doing their job, they pale in comparison to the size of Camden from a week ago. Now, Camden did their damage, but Camden didn't get to Nate Wall every play like Lakeside pretty much has tonight.
I mean, Wall has not been able to just sit in the pocket and pick apart the defense. Wall takes the snap. Same thing again, across the middle to Telly Wells, just out of reach. But number 70, Isaiah Ivey, blocked for like 1 second and then just let off his block, and the guy just came through the line and got right in Nate Wall's face. And Wall had to get rid of it a little quicker than what he probably would have liked to, and just out of reach of Telly Wells. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Razorbacks.
And the Hogs still playing with 2 timeouts left. To their credit, the Rams still hold all 3 timeouts.
Wells is going to go in motion across the field. Wall's going to scramble to the right, avoids a tackle, breaks back to the sideline, throws across his body to Braggs. Braggs makes the catch around the 50. He's got one guy to beat. A great block from Javen Davis, and Braggs is going to get into the end zone on the 65-yard touchdown pass to Gabriel Braggs on the scramble from Nate Wall.
Nate Wall kept that play alive as Nate Wall keeps plays alive, Matt. He ran to his right. 2 defenders had him in their grasp. He turns sideways and slips through and comes out on the left side of the backfield, and it's just, again, goes back to the old scramble drill. You teach your receivers at some point, run around till you're open. And how did they get that PAT done?
Managed to happen. The snap was extremely high. Wall had to stand up. He went back down to put the ball on the tee. And Hayden Moria went to the kick, stopped, replanted, and just let it go. And the kick was good to bring the score 31-34. As this is now a 3-point game here with 5 minutes, 8 seconds left on the clock. Razorbacks are within 3 now of the Lakeside Rams, 34-31. But just an amazing job from Wall to get that ball down, and Moya to maintain his composure and put that ball through the uprights. But I do want to touch back on the pass play from Wall on keeping that play alive. Now, granted, Wall, I don't want to take nothing away from Wall on, like we said, keeping that play alive. However, a great job from to realize that Wall was in trouble. He went and just kind of looked at him and realized, I'm going to sit right here in this spot, and gave Wall somewhere to throw the ball. And just a phenomenal job on both guys on that play.
And Matt, the Hogs scored right there after kind of stumbling a few series ago. They score in just 3 plays, and it only took 30 seconds off the clock.
And so we will have the ball brought down on the kickoff around the 30-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. And it looks like he's pointed to the Razorbacks side. We're waiting to see what the call is. Looks like it's going to be a hold. Oh, it's going to be a holding on the receiving team. So from the spot of the foul, they'll move back 5 yards. So that should put them in about the 15-yard line where they're going to take over 1st and 10. great kick from Hayden Moy that landed around the 10-yard line, 5-yard line. And so they should make a spot foul, and they should move the ball back 5 yards. We're going to move it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that's going to start the Rams inside the 10-yard line, or right at the 10-yard line on their own side for 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the game.
And as the referee, Matt, we saw put the ball down or was still marking off the yardage. Lakeside was already trying to get to the line of scrimmage and get set to go.
Hand off to Oman as he goes to the right side. He's going to be brought down after 4 yards carry. We've got a Razorback slow to get up. Looks like Jordan Williams slow to get up. But he heads back over into the huddle. So 2nd and 7 for, or 2nd and 6 for the Rams after Oman's carry. The Razorbacks really have to be cognizant of what's going on. It's been handoff.
Don't get caught looking too hard.
Looking in the backfield, and with the receiver downfield is the arm we've seen that we had from the quarterback, but a handoff to Oman is brought down in the backfield, and the Razorbacks are saying they have the ball.
And the official across the far side has got his arms spread wide open.
But that was going to be that's a loss of 3 on the play to bring up a 3rd and 9 as Oman head over to the sideline limping again. Razorbacks trying to get this crowd loud here on the 3rd and long for the Rams. And you can hear the fans getting loud as we are trying to get some kind of momentum headed back our direction as they are pinned back deep in their side of the end zone.
Such a great fan base here for Arkansas High. A lot of pride, a lot of tradition here, and what a great time for a big stop on homecoming night.
And this is exactly what happens when you let your crowd get loud like that. Forces a timeout called from the Rams. Sorry to cut you off there, but
no, you're
seeing what they're doing. I mean, that is why you do that. That's why you want your crowd to get loud like that. You want to throw some fresh. And get a 4th down. I don't care if it's 4th and 1. I don't see the Rams going for it on a 4th down where they're at. If they could do that, Razorbacks should end up with a great field position after a punt. More than likely, most high school kickers, most high school punters average around 30, 35 yards a punt. If he's punting from the 15-yard line, I mean, you're looking at that ball only landing around the 45, 50-yard line.
Sure. And then give or take 2.5 minutes to go 35 yards, if you will, and that just everything lines up for the Razorbacks here if they can complete the stop.
Hermosillo drops back, and it is caught by Vincent, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down. And that's exactly what we were talking about. You're looking in the backfield too much. And that ball is caught for a 1st down. That ball is going to be marked at the 33-yard line.
And they just went back to the well, back to the plays that have worked all night, Matt. And that is heartbreaking, to say the least. That is a backbreaker for these Hogs. Now, still 2 timeouts, still 3 minutes. It is still a ways to go, but gosh, you've seen that play run in front of you all night, and we've just not stopped it really once.
And so I'm not sure what we got a flag here, but it looks so. The receiver was setting, and they're going to call offsides on the defense. That is not offsides on the defense. I don't care what you say. I don't care what the official says. That is not offsides on the defense. The defensive back is playing the receiver. The receiver was back 10 yards
as he lined
up. He moves with the receiver as he's coming, realizing I'm not on the line of scrimmage. He's moving forward to get in the right position, and Javen Davis is just following with him, and he throws a flag. Coach Trey Outlaw has every bit to lose his mind on that call.
And again, coming from the same nearsighted sideline judge.
It's going to be a handoff to Omen up the middle, and he is met hard by Naquan Traylor. It looks like Rodney Kinley was in to help break that play up, along with Cameron Holloway. And it looks like the Razorbacks are going to call a timeout. And I'm probably willing to say that is a frustration timeout call from Coach Trey Outlaw. And that'll leave the Razorbacks with one timeout left here in the game. But I think it's a good timeout to call. You got a second and 5, second and 4. Not a bad timeout when the clock is rolling on a run. But the Razorbacks defense really has to figure it out here and make a stop.
Yeah,
and the defense cannot keep their eyes in the backfield and let a receiver downfield.
And if you're Lakeside, you just continue to put the trust in your big back and in Ullman, as you've done for the first, three quarters.
He has been the workhorse.
Yeah, he has been the workhorse.
I mean, I'd really be anxious to see how many yards he has overall for the night.
Well, my math is not that quick, but based on what I have here in front of me,
I'm going to say over 100. Over 150 probably. Probably close to 150 yards.
It's going to be a good chunk regardless.
So a second and 4 for the Rams. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to have a handoff to Omen up the middle, and he is brought down by Rodney Kinley. And they're going to give him a half a yard carry on that. He's brought down at the 40-yard line, where the Razorbacks will take their third and final timeout of the half. And that clock's going to stop at 2:25 with a 3rd and 3 for the Rams. So this is a big play for the backs.
This is potentially the game right here,
it could be. I was trying to do the math in my head. 25. Realistically, if they can get this first down and make another first down, it should be game, because the Hogs have no timeouts remaining. But if they do get a first down, I believe they can kneel it and end the game, or at least kneel it and punt the ball away, and the Razorbacks have no time,
and would be starting from probably incredibly deep in their own.
So ball is placed at the 40-yard line of the Rams. They have a 3rd and 3 here with 2:25 left on the clock. The score, 34-31. The Rams leading the Razorbacks late here in the game. It has been a back-and-forth game all night. And they're going to bring in a different quarterback as Hermosillo went down back to the sideline. And they're going to put Omen in at the running back position, where he's going to try to gain the first down, and it looks like he is going to get enough for a first down. They are. They're going to spot that ball at midfield. The 45-yard line, and that'll be enough for a Ram first down, and that clock is going to continue to run as the Razorbacks are now out of timeouts. 30 seconds will be appointed after each play. And so they will more than likely do another handoff here as the play clock down to 8 seconds, the game clock to 1:50, and a handoff to Omen, and he's met in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of a yard. Bring up 2nd and 11 for the Rams. Clock down to 1:37.
And all the Razorback faithful here in the bleachers holding out for just the slimmest of hopes in trying to overcome this 3-point deficit and save their homecoming night.
Clock down to 1:12. Hand off to Omen up the middle, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to give him 3 yards on the carry as he fell forward to the 49-yard line. 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 7 for the Rams. Clock down to 50 seconds left. So play clock is at 22. So it's roughly going to leave 20 seconds left on the clock for 4th down. They can punt this ball away with a few seconds left on the clock. They may not even have to punt this ball, Brandon.
I don't think they're going to, Matt. They're going to call their timeout here.
They'll call a timeout with 24 seconds left on the clock, so they will run this play, and I think it should end the game. As you can see, the Razorbacks starting to head over to the 50-yard line.
And barring some kind of slip up here from the Rams, you know, if the ball gets loose, a fumble, just the multiple chances the Razorbacks had tonight. Yes, even us up here in the booth, we've talked about the questionable officiating, but there were moments in the game, you know, there's been 2 more interceptions by Nate Wall, and even if you want to go back and look, was it Nate Wall's fault on the throw? Did the receiver run the right pattern? There's miscommunication there.
We've seen a lot of miscommunication in the backfield just on handoffs and plays.
There's been 3 or 4 deep shots where Nate Wall's got the ball just in the air 2 or 3 yards, 2 or 3 steps ahead of his receivers. A couple of drop passes early on. Just the breaks have not gone the way of the Hogs tonight.
And they're going to nail it down here. And they do kneel the ball down. And Cameron Holloway went in and took a shot on one of the players, and Coach Trey Outlaw was not happy about it. He tells the guys to get over there get over on their side. But that is going to end the game tonight, so the Razorbacks will fall to the Lakeside Rams 34-31 here on homecoming night. That'll put Lakeside at 2-1 in conference and the Razorbacks at 1-2 in conference. But that will be all for us here tonight. We will be in Little Rock Friday for Razorbacks as they take on Parkview at War Memorial Stadium. That game will start at 7 o'clock. We will go live around 6:30 and bring y'all that game here on 98.7 Real Country. But that'll do us for the night. Razorbacks do fall to the Rams 34-31. I'd like to thank Faye back at the station for taking care of us and keeping us in line. Brandon, I'd like to thank you for bringing the color and doing everything that you do to help this broadcast the way it is. I've been Matt Riddle, and you've been listening to Arkansas High Razorback football here on Real Country 98.7, home of the Hogs. Everybody have a great night, and thank you, and safe drive home. And you can hear from us next Friday. Thank you for listening here on 98.7 Real Country, home of the Hogs.